Welcome to Elevate Springfield, where we will dive into strategies and stories that help you rise to your full potential. Each episode, we'll talk about how you can take intentional steps to elevate your life and your business while making a meaningful impact on those around you. Along the way, we're going to bring in the change makers from our community that are already elevating. We'll bring the actionable strategies, you bring the discipline and follow through, and together we can elevate Springfield.
All right, let's go, Springfield. Time to 10x your day, 10x your life, 10x all of it. And that includes Springfield, y'all. You are listening to the Elevate Springfield podcast. Robert Ferriell here, certified 10x coach, speaker, and mentor, here to bring you actionable strategies. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together we're going to elevate Springfield. You are listening to your weekly battle plan here on Elevate Springfield, where every Sunday we're going to give you ways to control time, ways to create time, and some things that we encourage you add to that battle plan. We're going to get right to it after the break.
Looking for expert tree care with hometown integrity? Look no further than Sangamon Tree Service. They're your trusted local pros, delivering quality workmanship, exceptional customer service, and fair, honest pricing every time. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, their team brings professionalism and care to every job, big or small. Call the name your neighbors trust, Sangamon Tree Service, or visit them today at sangamontreeservice.com. Sangamon Tree Service, rooted in quality, built on trust.
And we are back for another edition of your weekly battle plan, brought to you by Sangamon Tree Service. Hey, anything you need tree-wise, give Chad and his team a shout. They will take great care of you. In order to control time and create time, you really need to have that mission and purpose dialed in. And that's what I'd like to discuss today, how that all relates to creating and controlling time and how we talk about that in the 10X world. So you guys know that we don't find time, we don't manage time, we create time or control it, or you let somebody else do it for you. And if you're serious about your purpose and about your mission, about building something that actually matters, you can't afford to live in reaction mode and going by other folks' priorities, because we know that time is not necessarily the problem. It's priority is the problem. You know, Grant GC always says success is your duty, obligation, and responsibility. Let that sink in for a moment. What does that really mean to you? Because if success is your responsibility, then time cannot be your excuse. You know, a lot of people out there will say, I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to build the business. Don't have time to start this program or that program. Learn about this, learn about that. I don't have time to pursue my mission, but certainly have time to scroll, to binge on Netflix, to worry, to doubt. Time isn't missing. Clarity is. Because when your mission or your purpose is unclear, your calendar fills up with everyone else's priorities and their purpose and their mission. But when your mission and purpose is clear, your time aligns around it. Because you're not managing time, you're controlling it, creating it, and assigning it. You can control what gets your energy, who gets access to you, what you say yes to, and what you eliminate out of your life. You know, GC talks about 10X action, that 10X massive action. People misunderstand that sometimes. They think it means simply working 24 hours a day. That's part of it, not working 24 hours a day, but putting in the hours, that's part of it. But it really means expanding your thinking so big that trivial activities become almost irrelevant, right? When your target is massive, small distractions lose their appeal. Because when the mission is strong, when the purpose is strong, it can filter out all the noise. Drama doesn't matter anymore. Excuses don't matter. When that target, when that purpose, when that mission is so huge, the little things become irrelevant. And then you start thinking about, hey, how do I get to this big, massive, giant purpose, this mission? How do I achieve this huge 10x target? And that's when you really have to control and create time through people like we talked about before. Because we say a lot, be obsessed or be average. You really need to be obsessed with your mission and your purpose. Because nobody wakes up just wanting to be average. That's average thinking, average goals, average urgency. When your goals are small, you're not motivated to achieve them as much. You overthink, you delay, you hesitate. But when your mission is big enough, when your target is big enough, action becomes urgent because it has to, right? Because after you have those massive thoughts and create those massive targets, they got to be followed by massive actions, because action creates momentum, momentum creates leverage, and leverage can create freedom, which gives you control of time. Most people want that freedom to come first, but that freedom doesn't come until after commitment. You don't get control of your time by relaxing. You get control of your time by dominating your priorities. But again, your priorities have to be in line with your mission and your big 10x purpose. Because anybody who ever built anything meaningful committed first. They didn't find balance first. They didn't find work-life balance first. They committed, and after they committed, their schedule rearranged around that commitment. When your mission becomes non-negotiable, when your purpose becomes non-negotiable, your behavior changes. You waste less energy. You stop tolerating average. Maybe you wake up earlier. Time expands for people who are obsessed with their purpose. Why? Part of it is because they stop negotiating with themselves. They have a clear purpose, they have a clear mission, and they're controlling their priorities and schedule to achieve that. So if somebody took a look at your priorities right now, or took a look at your calendar, the way that looks, would they see your mission, or would they see simply average, kind of a maintenance mode? Meetings that don't really matter, that don't move the needle, tasks that are more busy work than mission driven, or conversations that drain instead of build. You know, when you look at your calendar, you should be able to see what your priorities are, because that calendar is your life in a visible, quick snapshot form. We've talked a lot about time blocking. GC and 10X, we always talk about being intentional with every block of time. Not just busy, intentional. Busy can be reactive, whereas intentional is strategic. So if your mission is to impact so many people and create massive success around you, your calendar must reflect growth activities, right? So creation, communication, expansion, leadership, because again, if you are not living your priorities, your time is going to be dictated by someone else's. Again, one of the biggest things in 10X is urgency. There's that old saying, why put off till tomorrow what you could do today? This is that on steroids. Urgency, not panic, but urgency. Every day, our time is either invested or spent. Mission-driven people respect time because they respect impact. If you believe what you're doing truly matters to the people around you, if you believe that your purpose can change lives or help people, then delay becomes irresponsible, and urgency is where you need to live. And that shift can change everything. Now, a second ago, we talked about creating time, because when you align your purpose and take massive action, you eventually move from trading time for impact to multiplying impact, having that leverage. So instead of 1 hour equals one result, it becomes 1 hour equals systems, teams, influence, scale, thinking about hours beyond just your own. And that's how you can create time freedom by building something bigger than your personal capacity. And your purpose should be driving expansion. Expansion creates more leverage, and leverage again gives you back control. But none of that happens without clarity of mission and purpose and massive action. So I guess the closing question is your mission or purpose big enough to demand your time? Instead of asking, do I have time? Is my mission and purpose big enough to demand my time and schedule my days around it? When your mission and purpose is powerful, you stop waiting. You stop waiting for the time when it's convenient. You stop waiting for perfect conditions. You move with urgency, because time doesn't slow down for doubt, and purpose and mission don't wait for you to be comfortable and for you to be ready. So own this stuff. Get obsessed with your purpose and mission. Eliminate average commitments. Take that 10x massive action. Build some leverage and treat urgency at the respect it deserves. You're never just going to drift into your purpose. You need to decide into it, and time's going to pass no matter what. So what are you going to do with the time that's going to get you to your mission and purpose? We'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, Springfield, when it comes to reliable, high-quality roofing, you don't want to leave things to chance. That's why you should reach out to Acosta Angeli Roofing, your local roofing expert, serving Springfield and surrounding communities. From quick, dependable repairs to full replacement, from residential to commercial, they are your trusted pros. Call them today at 217-993-2748 or visit their website to book your free quote and inspection. Don't wait. A little leak now could lead to major damage later. Trust the local experts, protect your home, and get peace of mind with Acosta Angeli Roofing. Well, thank you for joining us today, everybody. Appreciate you making us a part of your day. Hey, don't forget, while you're out on social, check ours out. You can check my personal one out at Robert Ferriell, at everywhere. Check out those Elevate Springfield pages, those Big Dog Business Coaching pages as well. Check us out over on YouTube. Give us a subscribe, give us a like or a follow on any of those channels. We would certainly appreciate it. So hey, take what you learned today. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together, that's right, y'all, we're going to elevate Springfield. Be great. Looking for personalized insurance with hometown care? David Hilst, American Family Insurance Agents, here to help you protect what matters most: your family, your home, and your dreams. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, David and his team are proud to serve the Springfield community with trusted advice and reliable coverage. Local service, real relationships, peace of mind. Call today or stop by their office. They can build your dream protection plan together. Call 217-726-6343.